Hi SEO9, my name is Nguyen and this is my video online application for the round 2 of summer fellowship program. So I hope you enjoy. Okay, so for the first question, the two motivation that urged me to become a part of SEO family is about my compatibility between myself and the spirit and activities of the program, which I think will be addressed into two things. First, about my willingness to learn, and the second is about my human-oriented mindset. About my eagerness to learn, I want to address because I always want to seek for new challenge and new knowledge. Before that time, I used to have a time to work and explore myself in many different departments, from sales to human resource and customer services. I truly appreciated that time, not only because I could find out my dream job as a business consultant, but also helped me to build up my various skill set, from negotiating skills or communicating skills from sales, or interpersonal skills from human resource or customer services activities helped me to enhance my problem solving skills. Therefore, as a business consultant in the future, I believe that SEO won't just help me to enhance and improve my business mindset through the vigorous internship program provided by the big name corporation, but also give me an opportunity to gain more knowledge through training, problem-solving training section, and project running with experts in related fields. And about my second reasons about my human-oriented mindset, I always get inspired while working with other people. A few months ago, I was lucky enough to gain a second place in a case competition where I have a chance to learn from different perspectives of mentors and members, not only from my region but all over the country. Therefore, I believe that being a part of a strong network of alumni from SEO, I can learn and look for more, and also a reason for me to inspire my internal fire to prepare better for my career path in the future as a consultant. The second question reminds me of the time when I was a manager at Isaac & F. Hanoi, confusing about letting away or keeping the internal personnel of my team. At that time, my team was suffering from the lowest commitment and motivation level that led to the fact that most of the senior left the team and 2/3 of people staying were newbie who actually not able to run the operation properly. Therefore, confronting the huge goal determined for as a manager, I needed to make the decision between reallocating a new member, a new senior from other function to my team to work with me, or training for the new members 100% of my energy. In order to find out the most and also the best solution for the team, I need to compare several criteria, from commitment level of each team member, their ability to understand the situation of the team, and also the amount of tasks and time each new member will have to take. After all, in order to not lower down the spirit of the team into a worse level, I took a huge risk of focusing on training for my team members instead of letting other newcomers to my team. However, it was not the end. I also want to raise up the motivation of each team member for a better performance by implementing their strategy of engaging, sharing, and empowering. First, I engaging them into the team by sharing with them the big picture of the teams, about their importance, the mission of the whole operation. Therefore, they can understand the importance of their role. Secondly, I want to share with them every past experience, past knowledge I've gained until this position, so that they can gain more knowledge, they can be equipped better, so that they can be much more confident while doing the task. And finally, I want to help them be as creative as possible, so that each of them will be a leader themselves by providing a lot of personal space for themselves while doing the task. Therefore, it is not only about the final result that we finally get to the top of the national ranking, but it is important that each of my team members reach to the top of the performance afterward. For the final questions, I would like to express my opinions about the meaning of the word gives back, which can be composed of two things. First, it is about the self-improvement to serve for the professional field, and the second is about the sharing knowledge and experience to help back for the society. Okay, so for the first thing, when talking about the contributing to the professional field, I understand that Vietnam is a young and new emerging economy, which is really important for a condition for young startups to thrive in. However, there are still many difficulties coming from the competitive landscape when many investors, both domestic and foreign, are looking for the new market to serve for the business. Therefore, in considering myself as a business consultant, I would like to utilize the best out of my knowledge and skills to help the Vietnamese company to grow faster and also become a better player within the international battles. And the second point about the social engagement, I also want to address my desire to contribute with the SUV alumni network across the country to inspire the youth to have a better and sooner preparation for their future job so that they can be much more ready to join the fast-changing workforce of this 4.0 revolution. This idea also comes from myself a long time ago, that I started a series of workforce with my friends, inviting the alumni, the experienced alumni from my school to share about the career coaching for the younger students, to help them understand the details of each details of the job as well as the industry. Then they can figure out which job is the best for their career path in the future, as well as how they need to do to get the job offer afterward, as well as how they need to do to excel the job in the workplace. After all, it is not only important how I can learn from SUV program, but it is much more important for me that how I can utilize this experience, this lesson, and the time being with SUV to inspire other younger generation to take meaningful action of learning, sharing, and connecting leaders as every SUV alumni ever did before. Thank you for listening.